Robinhood snacks for January 5th. Let's see what's going on today in the stock market. And they got this nice black and white picture right here of how families used to watch television. And for me, this is kind of crazy because there was only one television in the whole home and everybody would watch it together, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure it was cool because probably family bonds were stronger because you would hang out with these people in a room. But I just can't imagine doing this in today's generation. I can't imagine this. But, yesterday the market looks all green. Everything was really good. And hey, snackers, in case you needed another list of things to leave in 2022, go top the banished words list for the new year. Runner up included inflection point and, of course, quiet quitting. Stocks rose yesterday but fizzled out after the Fed's latest minutes reaffirmed the central bank's plan to keep hiking rates. U.S. job openings hit a stronger than expected 10.5 million in November. Next up, investors have eyes on tomorrow's December's jobs report. And, you guys, it doesn't surprise me. The Fed is just not going to hike interest rates, or they're not going to stop hiking interest rates anytime soon, you guys. The economy right now, it's hitting the you guys know what, and they're not gonna back off. They are just not gonna back off. I don't see them cutting rates till maybe next year, and that's if we're lucky. Like if things have gotten better, but Roku, the stock that was did it hit 340, 370, almost 400 back when it was COVID? That was so crazy. But let's see what they're doing. So Roku unveiled its own TVs as streamers vie to make television streaming first. The dongle has company, Ding Dong. It's a TV. Streaming staple Roku is launching its own line of television sets. Refresher, Roku software connected dongles are a cheaper alternative to Apple's TV Slick Black controllers. A third of America's televisions run Roku software, but now it's doubling down with its own small screen hardware. And you guys, as a person that has four televisions that have Roku and one Samsung, I hate my Samsung. Like the Roku televisions, their interface is just so good. I see Roku taking over the space because their interface, it's the best compared to like Samsung, right? I've never tried the Fire Stick, but Roku, I don't want to switch from them. So, Flatstream. Roku aims to launch its TV lineup this spring, and it's not skimping on its options. Think 11 models ranging from 24 to 75 inches, with prices starting at $119 all the way to $1,000. Fire competition. Fire Stick rival Amazon began selling its Fire branded 4K TVs in 2021 to Amazon Fi, your streaming experience. Picture telling Alexa to stream Amazon Prime on a Fire TV. Roku stock jumped 4% yesterday, but it's down 81% over the past year, as struggled with an ad downturn and shrinking profit margins. FYI, Roku makes most of its money from ads on the Roku channel and other channels. And laptop versus flat screen right here. Streaming accounted for only a fourth of America's TV viewing time in mid-2021. Read, most Americans were streaming from their laptops or phones, not TV sets. Wow, this is shocking to me because my phone and my laptop screen are way smaller than my televisions. And when I'm watching a show, a TV show, or a movie or anything, I like watching it on the big screen, but this is crazy, right? Only a fourth of America's TV viewing. Things have changed. In July, streamers got more TV view time than cable networks for the first time. As cord cutting continues, 87% of U.S. households had a streaming subscription last year. And you guys, cord cutting, don't get me wrong, I love the streaming services. I love what's happening. But now I almost pay the same as my cable bill that I had maybe 10 years ago. 10 for Netflix. Wait, Netflix is not even 10 anymore. Netflix, HBO, Paramount, Disney. I got all these streaming subscriptions, and it's almost like $100. Like, it's kind of crazy when you stop and think about how much we pay for each subscription service, right? But The takeaway here is that streamers could replace channels, and they already have. I don't know what's going on here. Companies like Roku and Apple are trying to make TV a streaming first experience versus a cable first experience. Roku CEO said that its new TVs are designed to be streaming first instead of surfing channels. The goal is to have users toggling between streamers on Roku's interface. TVs aren't likely to go the way of cable. Instead, they could play a key role in a future where consumers switch between Netflix, Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, and other services, changing streamers instead of channels. And you know what, you guys? I have been doing this for so long. Like, if you guys have Roku, you guys know how Roku has a button for Disney Plus, for Netflix, for Hulu, and another thing, I can't remember what it is. But every time I use the Netflix one or the Disney Plus one or the Hulu one, like, I already do this. So, I mean, it probably took them a while to catch on to this, but it would be amazing if they had like a button for each of my streaming services, right? But I think that's where we're going with the future, because I mean, you know. But what's going on with Gemini? And you guys, I was so lucky. I put out my money right before Gemini went down. But let's see what they say. Gemini's Winklevoss issue a 900 million deadline as contagion drama becomes dirty laundry. Social net worth. The president of U.S. crypto exchange Gemini, Cameron Winklevoss, refresher, sued Mark Zuckerberg over Facebook's origins, has new public beef. On Monday, Winklevoss accused Barry Silbert, the CEO of crypto conglomerate DCG, of unconscionably behavior. Winklevoss says that DCG's crypto lending subsidiary Genesis won't return 900 million that belongs to his Gemini customers. He gave Silbert a Sunday deadline to commit to making his customers whole. Wow, the first president that's actually trying to get the money back for their users. This is so good. I love these guys. That's so good. I mean, if they're really trying to do it and they're successful, I think a lot of people are going to go to Gemini. But salad days. Earlier this year, Gemini customers could authorize the exchange to lend out their crypto to earn interest potentially as high as 8%. Gemini lent that crypto to Genesis, which lent it out again. Pallet haze. After FTX's collapse in November, Genesis paused loan redemptions, aka repayments, leaving Gemini customers' money in limbo. And I really feel bad for everybody who had their money locked up in there. Everything that's happened, it's just been completely terrible. Crypto lending meets contagion. Crypto is a highly leveraged industry. Think using borrowed assets to make trades. So when big players implode, contagion can spread. Genesis isn't the only crypto lender to freeze up during crypto winter. In June, Celsius paused redemptions on customer loans with advertised yields of up to 18% and filed for bankruptcy a month later. And in August, Singapore-based lender Hanna froze customer withdrawals. And this Celsius thing, you guys, you know, that 18% was so tempting. I actually opened up an account with them, but I never got around to depositing money because I was kind of skeptical on it. And I'm so glad I did, because I was planning on going all in and putting all my money in Celsius, because the return of 18% was just so tempting and ridiculous. I'm so glad I didn't do it. But what's the takeaway from here? Crypto stopped being polite and started getting real. Crypto winter and subsequent contagion could deal final blows to the industry. WAGMI, we're all gonna make it ethos. Now, at the very real risk of not making it, it's every firm and customer class action lawsuit for itself. Winklevoss public calling out of Silbert for the final time is what happens when the crypto tide goes out and everyone scrambles for a boat. And that's what's happening, you guys. You know, the Fed, they're making all the money go back to them. They're tightening money is basically what they're doing. And now everybody is like, I want my money. Give me my money. Everyone's afraid to lend. Everyone's trying to steal money. All these things are happening because this is what the Fed wanted, you guys. There was just too much money in circulation, and the Fed needed to get this money out. So what else are we snacking on? So Meta was fined 414 million by EU regulators over 2008 complaints that it illegally forced users to accept targeted ads. The crackdown could spark costly changes to Meta's ad biz in the EU after one of its biggest markets. Well, EU is one of its biggest markets. GM reclaimed its title as the U.S. top-selling automaker last year, beating former leader Toyota. Meanwhile, Ford's F-Series truck defended their 40-year streak as America's best seller. And I really want to get this electric truck, you guys. I've been wanting a truck, and if I could get my hands on this electric truck, I would love that, you guys, because I'm not paying, these gas prices to fill a V8. Like, I can't even imagine how much it would cost to fill up a truck. Over $100. I'm just not doing that. So, Stormy, Enterprise could tighten Salesforce's plan to cut 10% of staff as it tries to slash costs in preparation for an economic slowdown. FYI, tech layoffs are happening faster than at any other time during the pandemic. And this is good, you guys. This is what the Fed wants to see. I hope more companies continue to do this. I mean, I feel bad for the people that are losing their job, but the reality is that they're going to find a job, you guys. Right now, what did they say? There was almost 2 positions open for every person. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll find, something else. So Coinbase agrees to pay $100 million after New York regulators said it didn't do enough to prevent money laundering. Meanwhile, Binance is reportedly under investigation for its compliance with anti-money laundering regs. And home prices grew at their slowest rate in 2 years in November and are 2.5% below their spring break. As high mortgage rates drag on demand, prices are expected to cool further this year. And I'm happy, you guys. I'm waiting to be able to buy a home. And Elon Musk is the first person to lose $200 billion in wealth. So a lot happening, you guys. A lot happening today. A lot of people getting fined. A lot of companies. We still got all this crypto drama. And we got Roku making moves, which I'm not mad about. I just, would I buy a Roku branded television? Maybe I would. I mean, I don't need to replace any of my current ones, but I love Roku. So I would consider it, especially if they have good quality and all that stuff. But if you like what you see, we read the news here every day. Like, subscribe. You guys know what to do.